who helped save the world from tyranny. We also offer a special salute to the men and women of our armed services who are fighting the war on terror. We want them to know that their service is deeply, deeply appreciated. International Relations from New College, Oxford University, England, where she was a Rhodes Scholar. Ambassador Rice served in the Clinton administration.
Thank you, members of the Diplomatic Corps, for joining us. Thank you to all of our beloved and distinguished veterans. The message, when it came at last, was simple. The mission of this allied force was fulfilled. At 0241 local time, May 7th, 1945, signed Eisenhower. There was no peace.
All the blood, sweat, and tears shed to give to the world all these years.
Representing the country of Belarus is Charge d'Affaires of Belarus in the United States, Pavel Shidlovsky. Accompanying the Charge d'Affaires is Mr. Nick Yatrin. Representing the country of France is French Army Colonel Louis Mizon. He is accompanied by Holocaust survivor Mr. Alex Schiffman Shiloh, who lived in France during the war.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, approaching are the trainers. All U.S. military pilots completed a training program that was accomplished in 3 phases: primary, basic, and advanced. These future aviation warriors learned to fly in a wide variety of aircraft, among them the Grasshoppers, the L-Birds, like the Aronca's L-16 Champ, the Piper L-4, better known as the Piper Cub. Here they come now.
Ladies and gentlemen, those in the plaza standing, please kneel down or find a seat so you're not blocking the view of people behind you. Thank you.
As observation, reconnaissance, and liaison aircraft. One Army Air Force pilot recorded 6 confirmed kills of German tanks while flying a Piper L-4 Grasshopper outfitted with a bazooka.
Oh, man.
These two aircraft flying over a part of that L-bird gaggle. All nicknamed grasshoppers and all having a top speed of a blistering 90 to 95 miles an hour. All U.S. military pilots completed a training program that was accomplished in 3 phases. Primary, basic, and advanced. This process was designed to gradually increase the complexity of a pilot's training. One of the iconic trainers was the Boeing Stearman biplane, an open cockpit aircraft constructed of wood, fabric, and tubular steel. There were more than 24 different variants of the Stearman and more than 10,000 built. Used also by the RCAF, it earned another well-known nickname, the Cadet. These are the Stearman biplanes. Training introduced cadets to the principles of flight. Basic training introduced them to the complexities of radio communication and flying in formation, and advanced training was designed to prepare the air crews to go into combat. Another primary trainer was the Fairchild PT-19, a monoplane that was used by the Army Air Forces, the British Royal Air Force, and the Royal Canadian Air Force. Like the Stearman, the PT-19 was an open cockpit design. Advanced training was accomplished in aircraft like the North American AT-6 Texan, weighing in at nearly 3 tons with a 600 horsepower radial engine and retractable landing gear. The T-6 was designed to prepare pilots to fly state-of-the-art aircraft that they would use in combat. By the end of the war, North American aviation had built more than 15,000 Texans, including the AT-6 variant for the Army Air Forces and the SNJ version for the also used by the Royal Canadian Air Force and the Royal Air Force. They called it the Harvard. It was indeed an aircraft of higher learning. Here come the Texans, the 600 horsepower, 2 flights of 4. Listen to the sound that they make as they go over. Ladies and gentlemen, the AT-11, the Twin Beach. Inbound right now are 2 Curtiss P-40 Warhawks, a 1937 design that at the time of Pearl Harbor was our #1 fighter in the Pacific. Directly to our left, the 2 Curtiss P-40 Warhawks. In early June of 1940 of the Pacific Theater, tipped off to Japanese plans by U.S. cryptographers who had broken Japanese radio codes. PBY Catalina flying boats were deployed from Midway Island to search hundreds of miles of ocean for enemy ships. One of them found the Japanese fleet steaming toward Midway and radioed the information to American military planners. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the PBY Catalina.
I had a model of that hanging from my ceiling in my bedroom.
I did too.
What a beautiful plane.
From 3 U.S. carriers, Wildcat fighters flew escort for slow produced in great numbers by General Motors under the designation FM2 Wildcat. The Wildcat and the Dauntless. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Wildcats. Pacific. On April 18th, a flight of 18 Lockheed P-38 Lightnings was dispatched from Cookham Field on Guadalcanal on a long, low-altitude circuitous route designed to evade enemy radar and maximize the element of surprise. Here comes the fork-tailed devil, the P-38 Lightning, which shot down Yamamoto's plane.
Wow.
Over a period of 14 months.
Wow, look at the
As attacks on the oil refineries of Romania continued during the summer of 1944, American forces pushed into France. Army Air Forces Commander General Hap Arnold noted the increasing number of vehicles along the side of the road that had just run out of gas. Here's the Liberator with the Mustangs.
All right. Beautiful birds.
Fighter, when outfitted with external fuel tanks made of a kind of paper mache. Here come the Mustangs.
Yeah, baby! There we go. Oh, look at that.
Here come the B-7, the first B-17, and the second. The Flying Fortress, 10 crew members in each aircraft.
God, those are beautiful.
The first Allied soldiers in France on D-Day arrived by... After D-Day, the C-47 supported the Allied drive into Germany, including flying critical resupply missions to surrounded U.S. forces during the Battle of the Bulge. Here comes the C-47. After 1945, General Dwight D. Eisenhower credited 4 weapons to winning the war: the bazooka, the Jeep, the atomic bomb, and the C-47. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the 2 TBM Avengers and the Curtis Helldiver, nicknamed the Big-Tailed Beast. Of Antwerp. That initial offensive against unprepared American defenses created a large 80-mile wide bulge in the Allied lines. One of the aircraft that drove the Germans back was the A-26 Invader, built by Douglas. During his career, ladies and gentlemen, from the right and directly in front of you all, here come the F-4U Corsair, the bent wing bird. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the B-29.
Wow, what a beast.